Hey there guys, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well and welcome to another episode in our Arkpoc adventures. This will be episode number 9 and the support on this series has been absolutely unreal. We've hit over 1,000 likes in the last 3 videos in a row and that hasn't happened in a long time. So let's see if we can hit that target again today. If you haven't already, smash that like button. If it's not near 1,000 especially, would really appreciate that support. And of course, as always, look out for the secret word at the end of the video for your comments. So in all honesty, this has been one of my favourite Ark seasons that I've played in absolutely ages. I love the style of play we've gone for here, which is a very casual style where we're not doing that much building and not much taming. It's mainly just been griefing, looking after our raft, looking for blueprints, and then just enough taming to give us the tames that we need to actually fight people. Now, I'll be honest, one of the reasons we haven't been wiped yet is because we are on the island, and I feel like not that many of the big tribes go to the island. We did have it in the last episode where someone came along and nearly wiped us, who obviously had the knowledge of how to easily take out a raft, but luckily I was on and we survived for another day. Now, one major disadvantage of having this play style, which is of course super fun, is that after the first week to week and a half, you don't really have what it takes to take on the big boys. The big boys that have just been getting their head down, working on their bases, working on their tames, doing the boss fights, all that kind of thing. Now they're established and a good week or so in, we can't really take them on. We don't have the tames, we don't have the players, we don't even have the engrams unlocked, any of the tech stuff like that. So it does become a bit difficult to find what you can do at this stage, especially as I know a lot of you don't really like us to see fight people who are a little less advanced than us. That's fair enough. Obviously in these first few episodes almost everyone is on the same kind of level pegging, although some of the people we might have thought might be less experienced, we were only 3, 4, 5 days into wipe, so it's all up for well, everything's up for a fight at that point. You know, no one's got a huge advantage even if you do have a slightly better tame, and we obviously take anything we can because we need that gear, we need any tames I might have, and we're just honestly looking to have a good time. So it is coming to the stage where we're a little bit stuck on what to do. We're really struggling to find nice little raids to do. We've been over to Crystal Wilds, we've been over to the centre scouting. Wasn't really much that was within our abilities to do that was in that nice stage where it's not too easy of a raid that's completely not worth it, but it's also not so difficult that it's going to be impossible with the stuff that we have. As you can see us here on screen, actually there was a big tribe in the ice cave. I think it was one of the Asian tribes. They were super try hard. They had absolutely everything on day 1 or 2. They were constantly running the boss on here. Luckily they haven't really bothered with our raft, but I think that's because we hadn't really griefed them. Now tribes like these, they often do have quite a few not so great players who are just hardcore farmers, and we had gone over there quite a few times just to grief the outside a little bit. We'd killed a couple of things, but we hadn't really managed to do much. They had so many plant X out the front that it was very difficult for us to actually grief it properly. We did try at one point to get a Titanosaur over there, but that just wasn't having it. Every time we got the Titanosaur close, it would end up just going away and de-aggroing. Obviously, if you don't know, one of the keys to try and get some Titanosaur to aggro to someone's base is to get it near and then get a plant X or something to shoot you and then accidentally hit the Titanosaur so it will actually go and attack their base. This is very difficult now. They must have changed the AI of the Titanosaur. It seems to just flee away from any structures as soon as it's within range. So we didn't have what it took to do a proper raid on these guys or even do too much to the outside. Although saying that, we did have a little bit of beer, we did have some decent flak, so my buddy Metrics, I encouraged him to actually see if he could do a rocket run over towards their crafting station that was out there. Obviously without transmitter, which I don't think they had, they must do all of their farming and their grinding at the farming station or the crafting station that's outside there where they've got their indie forge. So although we wouldn't be able to get any gear out of this, and this wasn't going to be a raid on the crafting station, it would be kind of funny to see if we could do some damage to it. They had some heavy turrets there as well as some light and loads of plants, so it wasn't going to be that easy, but we thought we saw a nice little line for him to run down. We got prepared and went to see if we could make something happen. The parasaur's out. Alright, good luck,
Where
mate.
we get?
Careful, plant X.
No, I'm already getting shot.
Yeah, by plant X.
Come on.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
You waiting for the effect to wear off.
Yeah, I'm just drinking my brews. Right,
Go, go, go. Eat. Oh, mate! You blew so much. You blew so much. It's like all gone. Yeah, like all the vaults and everything is gone. Oh my god. Yeah, you were smart because you didn't. You knew you'd say, "Oh my god, he's out here now," like panicking. Oh my god, that was awesome. That is it. So much went, mate. Wait till you see this footage.
Oh, that's brutal.
Mate, that was so funny. You just freaking demolished that. I think he's gone in to get like the boys. He came out, looked at me, and now he's like gone in. Mate, there was so much destruction there. You got all but one vault. Oh, I see your bottom.
They probably think they're safe. That's probably it.
That is so funny, man. Oh, mate, there was a lot of turrets that could have shot you. I think it's just like a lot of line of sight issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so gonna be putting a little deep sea cave setup. As you probably saw in previous videos, we raided a lot of these caves, and we need somewhere to like grow crops, maybe put an indie cooker down, maybe also somewhere to put beer barrels where they can go quickly and we can have a lot of them. So there is a small actually down there is a small deep sea cave, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a few turrets down there, just loads of beer barrels, loads of might actually grow Tintos down there, maybe an indie cooker. I'm just currently trying to set up the turret situation, which I don't know why I'm worrying so much about. I mean, all that's going to be down there is like beer barrels and stuff, but if I've got a few at least, it's going to put people off. And what would be quite funny is if people like raid it, then all they get is a few some beer out of it. I might end up putting some stuff down there, I don't know. It is a bit dodgy doing this raft. As the day goes by, people get more and more excited to try and raid us. We've griefed so many people, and yesterday we were so close to losing this raft to some people who just showed up out of nowhere. We were literally within probably seconds of losing our raft, and we did eventually manage to get rid of them, but it was definitely a close call. So I'll show you the deep sea hold down here. It's not a crazy one, it is a small one. If you're going to build properly, I wouldn't recommend trying to build in one of these small ones, but it's probably going to suit us what we want to do, because it's going to make it easy to turret off the entrance. Now ideally, when you turret off one of these, what you probably want to do is have turrets really high up, because one of the biggest problems, and that's easiest to raid, as you probably saw from when we did it, is when turrets are on players only. And what we did is we swam up to them, and then we managed to like jump up and rocket, and you can do that. You see, you can get quite a bit higher. If I do this with these on, even if like, look, I mean, look at that. You're literally almost as high as the thing. So if you can get up like that and rocket, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some nice and high up here, players only. But look, you can see there, if I've rocketed at the top of that jump, man, that is mad. So but if you've got a scuba on, it's kind of tough. Either way, I'm going to put some there, and I'd like to put a couple there. I've been trying to put some up here, but it's been really tricky. Combine maybe a few types of some plant X, and then I'm going to have my nice farm in here, so it should be all gravy. So let's get on with making this. Could take me a minute or two, but I really want to get it done. Right, well, the plan was to actually show you a little montage of me making this. However, I wasn't recording during doing it. I meant to record it and I wasn't. So let me give you a little look of how I've done this. I'm just finishing off putting some bullets in these turrets, and this isn't some like super amazing way to set up one of these. You know, I'm not trying to show you guys the absolute best way to do it, but there's some things that I think are quite important when doing this that I've done here. For instance, I've put these turrets up as high as possible. That means they're going to shoot down on people, and obviously they're going to be much more difficult to rocket. Also, I'm putting some turrets on the other side to make sure people can't get underneath here. That's the two main things really that you're worrying about when you're building one of these deep sea caves is that people can get underneath the turrets and then jump up, or in general people can jump up and easily get them with a rocket. Obviously outside of that, you know, people soaking with certain creatures and whatever, but that's unavoidable. These are just things that I'm doing to prep myself from this being just super easy to raid. So I've only got like 8 turrets in here. It's funny, people like in some of our videos are like, oh, why are you picking on low level people? I'm not super low, like high level here. You can see we've still got the older light turrets going on, still don't have anyone level 100. Anyway, I'm quite happy with how this has gone so far. Should definitely be good enough for well, protecting our beer and crops. Just blew in this random raft. Turrets, C4 and an assault rifle. One of the reasons that you do blow into these things, and it's got loads of fur. I actually need this fur. It's actually a massive jackpot, to be honest. Another smithy here. Loads of this stuff is super useful to me. Very, very nice. Jesus, all that charcoal. Do you ever get that really strange feeling when playing Ark that you should log on? It might be 5 in the morning right now for me, but that feeling happened. Grab my mic, put it closer. Yeah, that feeling just happened for me. And what do you know? I log on and these 2 wyvern griefers that have been griefing all day were just about to dick raft the base. So obviously rafts are very vulnerable. No, there are easy ways to exploit them, as we can see our friend was trying to do here. And yeah, we would have been gone. And I didn't actually upload my best stuff. I was thinking before I logged off, oh, I should probably upload my best stuff, you know, just in case. I normally upload it every night when I play on a raft, but I didn't. And I've been out, I went and got some food, done all kinds of things. So let's actually take a little look in here, see if there's anything still in the box. But man, this was a close call. This is the 2nd time this has happened now where I've logged on and someone's been attempting to do this. Okay guys, so got a bit of a confession to make at this point in the video. I feel a little bit bad because this isn't really the kind of length of video with the amount of content I'd like to put into a video, but I needed to make this one because we've got good and bad news. Now I'll go off with the bad news first actually. The bad news is that this is the last episode in this Arkpoc cycle. After this I don't really have any footage. What we started to do was actually upload ourselves and upload all of our blueprints and our best tames every single night. We did this for a few days in a row without actually playing that much. I had a lot of IRL stuff going on outside of Ark that I couldn't, which meant I couldn't really play that much Ark. So I was just uploading myself every day, and then one day, I think it was after about 3 or 4 days, I forgot to download myself in time, and I had all of our best blueprints on us, and I had a fair few of our tames as well. So everyone kind of just lost motivation after that, and then a day or 2 after that, our raft got raided anyway. Even though I didn't have anything on it, I'd already lost most of it, so I almost raided myself, to be honest with you. I guess you could say that, uploading the stuff and forgetting to download it, insiding yourself, uploading yourself. Either way, we just had such a blast during this season. The good news is that there is a fresh Arkpoc wipe happening in the next day or 2, so in the next week or so you're going to see a brand new Arkpoc series, and I've learned so much from this one that I've got some great ideas for the next one that's going to allow us to progress way faster. Things I just didn't know before, even an experienced player like myself, that I've learned from this that we can take into the next series. And we're probably going to do something similar, but obviously it's going to have a twist. It's not going to be exactly the same. I also might be playing a little bit of MTS. MTS is releasing the 8-man. You might have seen me post it on my community tab. That opens this weekend, and there's a few people that have asked me to come and join their tribe, so I might be playing them for a couple episodes. We'll see how that goes, and then going into Arkpoc. We'll just have to go with the flow. Either way, obviously going to be some new content coming soon. By the way, this last bit of footage that you're seeing is we had a Tuso from the big Chinese tribe try and like destroy our plants while we were there. Not that it really matters that much to what we're saying here either way. But yeah, that's it for this season of Arkpoc. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you're going to enjoy the next one. It's going to be absolute madness. But that's it for now. Obviously some more of my videos coming up at the end here if you want to check those out. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe with those notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.